Imagine a world without money, a world where transactions and exchanges are not governed by currency, but rather by a different system altogether. Throughout history, humanity has witnessed remarkable inventions that have shaped our lives: fire, the wheel, and countless others. Yet, amidst these groundbreaking creations, one invention stands apart, unique in its intangible nature: money. Unlike its tangible counterparts, often escapes our conscious appreciation as one of mankind's greatest achievements. But what if we pause to ponder the implications of a world without this immaterial force? Money is an intangible concept that holds subjective value and facilitates exchange. It serves as a unit of measurement and representation of worth, playing a significant role in society. Before the advent of money, people relied on bartering, directly trading goods and services without standardized value. Each trade was like a unique game, with participants determining its worth based on personal judgment. In a bartering system, the lack of standardized value can lead to an imbalance in trades. For example, if you specialize in raising cattle but need vegetables, you might have to trade an animal for bags of vegetables. Similarly, if you want shoes but only have tents to offer, you may have to exchange an entire tent for a pair of slippers. This asymmetry can leave you feeling deceived, as the value of what you give up may seem disproportionate to what you receive. Without a regulated method of exchange, people found it challenging to come to agreements due to the limits of the barter system. Further complicating matters was the requirement of a double coincidence of wants, where two people simultaneously need opposing products. These issues were resolved by the invention of money, which could be used as a medium of exchange and to store value. It gave people a way to acquire and hold riches more efficiently than before. The barter system presented challenges for individuals with perishable goods and niche offerings. For instance, a tent maker could accumulate and preserve wealth by trading real estate throughout the year, while a tomato farmer could only barter during the tomato season, limiting their ability to store wealth. Additionally, individuals with goods or services appealing to a limited number of people would struggle to find significant value for bartering. Money addressed these challenges by providing a universal medium of exchange and a means of storing value, allowing for more consistent and diverse economic transactions. To overcome the challenges of bartering, people started using valuable commodities like weapons, animal skins, salt, shells, and beads as a medium of exchange. These items were widely accepted and recognized as placeholders of value, or IOUs. By trading their goods and services for these commodities, individuals could acquire items they desired from others. This practice laid the foundation for the emergence of commodity money, where certain goods became universally accepted as a means of exchange. The transition from the barter system to the monetary trading system proved to be a brilliant concept. It allowed people to detach the act of exchange from immediate needs, enabling greater flexibility and convenience in trading. However, a key requirement for the medium of exchange was scarcity. In economics, the more abundant something is, the lower its value. Therefore, items like sand or shells, which were readily available, were not suitable as measures of value in the monetary system. In China, around 770 BC, the introduction of metal coins marked a milestone in the development of money. These coins were miniature versions of tools, crafted in a circular shape for easy retrieval. Made of bronze, they possessed inherent value due to the scarcity of the metal. Unlike easily accessible items, such as shells or sand, bronze could not be obtained effortlessly. The value of these coins was directly tied to the intrinsic worth of the metal, providing a clear and objective measure of their value. For example, a coin made of 1 gram of gold held the equivalent value of 1 gram of gold. Kings and rulers quickly understood the power of money, realizing that possessing more precious metals meant greater control and influence. In 600 BC, King Alyattes of Lydia established the first official money mint. These mints produced coins made of silver and gold, featuring stamped images that represented their denominations. This visual representation made it easy for people to determine the value of a coin by inspecting the image on its face. Rulers, driven by the desire for more wealth, debased coins by reducing their size and adding cheaper metals. This led to a divergence between the actual value of the coins and their perceived worth. The value of coins came to be determined by the declarations of rulers and banks rather than the intrinsic worth of the metal. For example, 1 British pound represented the value of 1 pound of sterling silver. With the growth of international trade, carrying heavy metal coins became impractical. To address this, kings started issuing IOU certificates, which were paper documents stamped with the king's authority. People trusted that they could exchange these certificates for their equivalent value in coins. As the use of IOU certificates expanded, the reliance on physical coins decreased. The value of these paper certificates became anchored in collective belief, even though they were no longer directly exchanged for tangible gold and silver. Throughout history, the concept of money has been an illusion, deriving its value from the importance people place on it. Even in contemporary times, money serves as a representation rather than having intrinsic value. For instance, the highest denomination banknote in circulation, like the 10,000 Singapore dollar note, may hold a value higher than its face value in other currencies. Despite no longer being printed, it is recognized as legal tender and can be used to purchase valuable assets such as houses, cars, and precious metals like gold. The production cost of a banknote is relatively low, often less than its face value. However, within the fiat currency system, it is given a value equivalent to a specific amount of gold or other assets. The term fiat refers to the modern-day illusion of money and represents a government decree that establishes and enforces its value as legal tender. The illusion surrounding money is often overlooked, but governments today, similar to ancient kings, understand its power and seek to accumulate more of it. Governments understand that possessing a larger quantity of currency grants them more influence, and they have the power to create money out of thin air. For instance, if the United States government needs $340 million for an F-22 jet, they can simply print the required funds. However, this approach leads to a significant problem: inflation. Money's value is derived from its role as a medium of exchange, and its quantity should align with the production of goods and services in an economy. When more money is printed than the available goods and services, assuming other factors remain constant, the prices of goods and services increase, causing a decline in the value of the money itself. Concerns are rising among economists and individuals, including ourselves, regarding the global reserve currency, the United States dollar. The year 2020 brought economic turmoil due to the pandemic, leading to shutdowns and reduced availability of goods and services. To prevent collapse, the U.S. government engaged in extensive money printing. This raises concerns about potential inflation, as seen in the rising prices of commodities like lumber and slight increases in restaurant prices. While government distribution of stimulus and unemployment checks aims to assist those in need, it presents a double-edged sword. It provides necessary support, but the combination of inflation and a sluggish economy makes it challenging for individuals to find suitable employment opportunities in a timely manner. In certain situations, individuals may choose not to pursue certain jobs because unemployment benefits and stimulus checks offer more financially lucrative support, especially when jobs like waiters and waitresses rely heavily on tips that may be insufficient due to restrictions and decreased customer numbers. This can lead to staffing issues and a challenging situation for businesses. The U.S. Federal Reserve enables the government to generate money and inject it into the economy discreetly. The country has accumulated an enormous national debt of $29 trillion through the issuance of bonds and treasury notes, which serve as promises to repay a specified amount with interest. Currently, a 10-year U.S. Treasury bond offers a low return of 1.23% upon maturity. Investing $1,000 today would result in a gain of just $12.30 by 2031. This unsatisfactory return is worsened by the fact that it fails to keep pace with inflation, which is targeted to be around 2% annually. In reality, inflation often surpasses this figure. By investing in government securities of their own country, individuals unknowingly experience a decline in their purchasing power over the course of a decade, witnessing its erosion with each passing day. Banks, businesses, and individuals globally invest in bonds and treasury notes, providing the government with the necessary funds. However, by the time the government's debt becomes due, the funds have already been spent. To repay the debt, the government repurchases treasuries and bonds from major financial institutions using newly created money. The Federal Reserve has repurchased over $1 trillion in bonds since March 2020 and plans to continue these actions. This infusion of money allows banks to issue more loans and contribute to economic growth. However, it also decreases the value of each dollar, raising concerns about long-term sustainability. The introduction of freshly printed money diminishes the value of existing currency, leading to a gradual erosion of purchasing power over time. To achieve financial freedom, it's important to recognize that money is an illusion without inherent value. Instead of hoarding money, Focus on investing in assets that outpace inflation. The goal is to avoid significant losses, rather than solely accumulate money. In a nutshell, as the value of money declines due to continuous money printing, the apparent growth in global assets becomes deceptive. The stock market's rise, when measured in terms of a currency losing its value, may not reflect real progress. Evaluating assets in terms of more stable forms of value, like gold, reveals a different perspective on our true economic standing. The consequences of the current cycle of money printing and devaluation are uncertain. It raises questions about the sustainability of fiat money and economic inequality. However, there is potential for finding solutions and breaking free from this system by understanding money, pursuing financial independence, and exploring alternative forms of value and investment. The path forward depends on our choices and actions. To safeguard your wealth from value erosion, explore alternative paths, and seek assets independent of the fiat currency system. Understand the illusory nature of money and make informed financial choices for a more secure future. If you'd like to explore more captivating topics like this and delve deeper into thought-provoking discussions, subscribing will help you gain access to a wealth of knowledge, insights, and engaging content that will keep you informed and inspired. Stay connected and informed by subscribing today.